Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? Welcome to another episode of Renegades React. Today, we have some more
bottles of history.
Yes, and today we are going to go a little bit Old Testament on you. We're going to bring up some Adam and some Eve. Yeah, that's right. We're bringing up the original man and woman. Okay. Ever since I think history has been recorded, there has been a constant comment on the battle of the sexes. Which is superior, men or women? Well, I can say this. Women kind of have the almighty trump card.
They make babies?
Yeah. That's kind of the almighty trump card. Whereas without men, they would not be able to, well, supposedly, unless there was some sort of scientific...
Well, from a biological perspective, women are far more valuable than men.
Yeah,
More expendable.
Yeah, men are more expendable. It in that regard, but in terms of a lot of things, in terms of physicality and everything, men have advantages, but so do women as well. Women are naturally more flexible.
Well, you have to look at the genetic degradation that's prone to men because we only have one X chromosome, so we're prone to all these X-linked genetic conditions that women have a backup X, so they aren't as privy to these kinds of problems.
So, okay.
Which are numerous.
Well,
go on.
what we're basically getting to is there's really not a winner per se. I mean, men and women, they may vary in different categories, but overall there is no superior gender.
There isn't.
No.
And no matter what, matter what Tumblr feminists say,
I was like, go on Tumblr and type that and see what happens.
No matter what Tumblr feminists say, go enjoy your boy on boy anime style pictures. I'm probably gonna cut that out. Well, we'll see. Okay, so
I've not seen this one. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either. So
full disclosure, I've seen this one.
You're not much of a fan of it.
I've heard.
Honestly,
in the way that I've seen of the rap battles, this one's really bad. This one's probably the worst of them, if I had to pick.
Okay.
We've watched plenty of bad things on this show before.
It's true. It's true.
Well,
but the internet has demanded it, and we must answer.
Also, I'm calling it. Dude's gonna comment. Video starts at 3:07, guys.
Actually, you know what?
I thought that was Caleb. Is it you?
It is Caleb.
Okay.
It is Caleb. But just in case, I may include an annotation at the beginning. If I don't, I don't really care. But there may be one there if I'm thinking about it. But while editing this, but hey,
I always think, oh look, guy who has never seen the channel before.
To be fair, you do sort of edit these. I imagine like a fugue state. So,
well,
I mean. Because we're recording these, and then you have to pretty much start editing them immediately.
Well, it's just like I marathon edit.
It's like cup of coffee, Red Bull, just.
To be fair, I think it's more Red Bull, cup of coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Red Bull into a cup of coffee, and a few shots of adrenaline.
Ooh.
Well, truth be told, editing these are actually relatively easy. It's just whenever there's a lot of swearing and where we try to maintain a kind of a PG-13 thing,
which doesn't always work out.
No, it doesn't, because we slip out a few bombs here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, nobody's perfect. So what do you say we get started before the people in the comment section tear us apart?
Do the thing.
Doing the thing. Oh God, Lloyd.
This battle's gonna end like every argument does. With you kissing my ass, I'm begging me for a rub. I made a map, motherfucker, and I'm reading it too. Gives me specific directions how to with you. I know that you like to think you're so macho, but you smell like ball sacks and nachos. I work while you and your boyfriend Steve drink and play sports in a fantasy league. You're as sharp as a stick that I rub on my lips, so go ahead, take a shot. I'm sure that you'll miss, like the laundry, the toilet, the grocery list. If you'd stop up, I wouldn't have to get pissed.
My life was fine till you had to come along and wreck it. Could you please just shut your face for 10 seconds? You cry about everything, but can't decide what you want. I'm hungry, I'm fat, I'm cold, I'm hot. You call it complex, but you would call you a mess. You take 2 hours to 3 more to get dressed. You got lotion for this, you got a cream for that. Got any perfume that smells like get the off my back. When things are good, they're great, and it's like I'm dreaming. Until your junk starts bleeding and you turn to a demon. It ain't summer Eve, don't try to play me can swallow the truth.
Don't even bring up swallow. The first man on earth ain't a tough act to follow. One pump chump and you hung like a weasel. Ditch a fig leaf, get yourself a pine needle. You want alone time? Have it. In fact, suck your own and shave your own back. That apple's the best thing I've been so far. Now I see how much of a you are.
I wasn't listening. Are you still flapping those lips? I was just thinking, yo, did I give up a rib for this? Woman, I just don't know what your problem is. All I know is you're acting like a colossal bitch.
Oh. You dropped it.
I'm sorry.
Lloyd.
Sorry
Apologize.
too.
Alright,
Don't even think about
okay,
it.
that's fine. We could eat.
Whole world!
It's
Who's that? You just are!
it's just
Albert! Oh, yeah! Red bottles of vodka!
this one's really rough.
Okay, so Jenna Marbles is Eve. And Epic Lloyd is Adam, and Nice Peter is Steve.
I feel like it was just sort of like every like
It was just incredibly sexist on both sides.
every like
Well-
grotesque like overblown sexist stereotype that you could come up with.
Yeah, it's true. Truth is, I maintain a grocery list. I clean the toilet.
Right.
I mean, I always clean. I always clean up. But
I mean,
what?
And it's like there's always the trope of like with the guy like insulting the size of his genitalia. It's like
oh my gosh.
I mean, it's like
that. Yeah, that's stupid.
I think Adam won.
Yeah. Here come the sexist comments.
I just think he had a better rap.
I don't know.
I can't decide. I'm calling an undecided on this one, because truth is, while I laughed at both sides, I really feel like neither side won because
Yeah.
it doesn't.
There were no witty attacks
It was
made on either side. It was all just
It was just constant retorts about the same crap you've heard for hundreds of years. I mean, honestly, it's like, oh, women take too long to get dressed. Oh, men are pigs and only cause wars.
And
And
it's
all-
just like,
and, yeah.
you know, and it's so much worse because you look at all of the other rap battles, and they've all got so much better writing. It's all just
well, to be fair, they had a lot more material to draw from because this was kind of like
Adam and Eve and Man versus Woman. That's
it's just kind
Yeah.
of like these were just kind of like a stand-in for just having like a sexist fight.
yeah. I could.
I
Like,
do
because Snoop Dogg versus Santa Claus, though,
I did.
well. I mean, there's also
or like the Moses versus Santa.
Yeah.
That
I
was-
did really like I did like the fantasy football league comment because
Yeah.
my workplace is overblown with this fantasy football league and I don't
I play it.
you
but
guys
this
know
is
I
my
don't
last year
understand
playing it.
sports and it's just so bizarre to me.
I mean,
you know,
I don't know. I think
So that's kinda
Jock D&D
funny.
is pretty interesting.
that was kind of
Well,
funny.
no. It truth be told, man, I keep getting random messages in the middle of the night. They made me part of this group chat, and every time I pretty much ignore one, another one sprouts up with one person missing from it. Like, yeah, and they talk about that guy that's missing in the chat.
Oh, great!
It's just a constant stream of just obscenities, absurd insecurities, and just stupid name calling.
You're just like stop proving the stereotype, guys.
Which absurdities, swearing, stupid name calling. This rap battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see, I hate stuff like that because I don't want to hear constant insults all the time. It's just like there's no camaraderie. It's always just like it's not. Hey man, good call on playing this person on
Yeah,
this game.
you know.
And it's like nah, you're.
Well,
And
it looks like you got your editing cut out.
Yeah, how about that? How about that PG-13 rating there, Nate? But
I'm just gonna have a big censor bar right there.
yeah,
And
Sorry about
people are
that,
gonna want to
internet.
know what you're gonna say. They're gonna be like, "Man, Nate just went on a whole like spiel right there."
Dang it! Like,
oh, I needed some humor after that rap battle.
There you
Yeah.
go.
But,
There you go.
so yeah.
Yeah, that one. Thankfully, as best I can tell, that's the only miss I think they've had.
Well, I think it, with a different way of going about it, it could have been better.
Yeah, but
Which Jenna Marbles is pretty funny. I wish they could have like
Yeah.
implemented her better.
Yeah, I could see that. But overall, ERB, even though this in a lot of people's books is a miss. In Ben's book,
Yeah.
it's a miss. Me, I'm indifferent about it. You know, I can. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just these stereotypical insults have really taken on a life of their own. And when you point them out in an ERB, it's just like okay, I've heard it 1,000 times before. Okay, I've heard it 1,000 times before.
Like it wasn't original, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it just lacked an original flavor to it, and I just
Yeah. It just doesn't feel like it's up to par with the rest of ERB.
I mean, compare this to Thor versus Zeus.
Yeah.
That to me, Thor versus Zeus is they wrote some of the best raps and included amazing stop motion animation with the Legos.
Yeah.
That was absolutely brilliant. And this right here, it's them putting on leaf loincloths and leaf bras, and
then just hurling
stereotypical. Tired and useless and just pointless insults, because it's just like oh, so women are like this. It's like, okay, heard that before. I mean, honestly, George Carlin did a comedy special on that in the 70s, didn't he?
Yeah.
And like ended the joke there. But yeah, it still goes on. I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for this episode of ERB, or episode of That's gonna do it for this episode of Renegades React. This was
Well, okay, wait a minute. Are we all pretty much in agreement? No winner.
I'm indifferent. He thinks Adam won.
Or were you just saying that to get yourself in trouble?
No, actually, thought some of his raps were wittier, even though they were.
All right, so we have
Okay.
a vote. Adam, Micah.
I'll go with Eve.
Okay. I'm
And-
indifferent, and he's
Yep.
Ben's out.
Ben just doesn't want to contribute
No.
on this one.
So we have a tie.
Bring in the Smash Brothers announcer. No contest, because
Good
this
enough.
was.
Good enough.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to do it for this episode of Renegades React, ladies and gentlemen. This was Epic Rap Battles of History Season 2, Adam versus Eve. Let us know what you think down in the comments down below. Let us know who you think won.
Please keep it civil.
Please do. So I'm just going to end it there. That's going to do it. We'll see you later, Internet. Peace out.